And let's check out some drums. So at the beginning we've got two different drum tracks. There's this kind of bread and butter backbeat happening underneath everything. Which is just very simple 808 kick and snare. And let's toggle the instance of AIP in and out. And let's hear it in context. And then there's a secondary drum part here, this percussion-y thing. And let's compare this with and without AIP. And let's hear it in context with and without. And as with so many of the other elements, a lot of this is just about giving each dedicated part its own little spot in the mix. Here's another percussion part that comes in at the second A section. So a lot of that really scratchy mid-range stuff is being emphasized with that. Let's hear it in the context of the mix. And we have a few more instances of secondary percussion with other instances of AIP. Let's check this out. Here's another instance. Pretty subtle, that one. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like the only thing being used here is the PSP. Let's see what kind of signal processing we're doing. Tube, transients all the way up. Let's hear this one in context. And then there's a secondary percussion part that comes in later in that same section. And again, it looks like that's just PSP and still tube all the way up. Let's take that in and out in the context of the mix. Yeah, in a part like that, it's meant to be almost a subliminal thing. It's not like something that leaps out at you. It's more just the sort of thing that you kind of feel that the texture's shifting a little bit, but it's not necessarily supposed to draw a whole lot of attention to itself. So in a case like that, it's very much about, again, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but just tucking the part into its own little spot and its own little frequency spectrum, and just differentiating this from the other drum parts and the other elements that are going on in the mix.